Hola, estudiantes. I hope everyone is doing well. I just wanted to make an explainer video in my absence and for future reference as it relates to using the online tool for translations. Now, first of all, I do not expect your translations to be perfect, especially Spanish 1 students. I know some of you are just starting out in Spanish for the first time, so I want to offer you as much support as possible. So I have comprised a couple of sample dialogues, as you can see. So we'll look at this Spanish 1 dialogue first. And Spanish 1, of course, you are doing dialogues with a supposed foreign exchange students for your family members. So in this dialogue, we have Dad, and the foreign exchange student is Jose. And so, as you can see, there's some welcoming information dialogue here and getting to know the person. So, you have your dialogue ready, and now it's time to translate to Spanish. So, the first thing you want to do is to pull from your knowledge, your prior knowledge, your knowledge, that being this year, that being previous years, that being whatever knowledge you may have. So first of all, you have hello. Well, everybody should know that by now. So let's go ahead and write that. Hola. So we'll write hola, Jose. And you might not know how to do the accent, so we'll skip that part. And then now you come to a word called welcome. You're not sure about that, but you remember going to, every time you go to your class, you see welcome when you go to your class. So let's go to your class homepage. There it is. Miss Callahan has it right there. So this is a resource for you. So just be mindful of things that you see, not necessarily that you have been taught, and so on. So we're going to use this word, bienvenidos, because according to this and Miss Callahan, it means welcome. So I'm going to go with that. I think that's a good thing. So let's go back. We're going to put bienvenidos. And bienvenidos to Jackson. I don't even know the word to. Okay, so let's go to, I haven't learned the word to. So I'm going to go to SpanishDict.com. I think Miss Callahan will be okay with that, because she said that if we can look up individual words. So this is SpanishDict.com, and I want to know the word to, so I'm going to go to translation, and I'm going to type in to. And, it's just one letter, Okay, good. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to say, and then of course I can just say Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. Now, great. So I have one line down, and I need to put who's saying that. So that's Dad. It's not that important. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So now it's Jose's turn to say good morning. And this is one of our vocabulary words that we have in our Cornell notes. So let me go to my Cornell notes. There it is. I found it in my Cornell notes, and it's one of these. And I also wrote down in my Cornell notes where Miss Callahan was telling us how to speak to different adults. So I believe senor is sir. So yes, I'm going to put senor. Okay. Now, Dad's turn to speak. And my name is. So I know how to say that. My name is Kevin. Me llamo. Now, I'm going to skip all of that class. And I'm going to go down to where it says no problem. No problem. That's something that you may have to look up with SpanishDict.com. Do you like sports? That's also something you might have to look up. I want to go down to where Jose says, yes, I like to play soccer. So I'm going to just go down to here. And I know that yes means sí. Okay, I learned that. And I like to play soccer. So I don't know how to say I like to. Spanish 1 students might know. I think I remember last year we learned this. So I think it's me gusta to say I like to. But I'm not sure what the word to play is. So let me go back to SpanishDict.com and type in to play. Okay. So Ms. Callahan said, when I use this site to normally go ahead and use the first translation that's given. So I'm going to use jugar, and then I can look down here at examples and I can see how it's used. It's raining and mom won't let me go outside to play. That's the same way I want to use it to play. So I'm going to go back to my dialogue. Me gusta jugar. But I don't know soccer. So now I'm going to look for soccer. And it's el fútbol. So now I know how to do that. El fútbol. Now I have something so far to get along with. Okay, so now let's go to Spanish 2. And Spanish 2, if you've been watching this video, you can always skip down to the Spanish 2 section, no problem. So, of course, your dialogue will be in the form of a commercial. And so this is like a scenario where a customer is coming into some type of shop and the store owner or store clerk says hello. And of course, you know how to say hello, right? So John says hola. Okay. And then Sam, the customer, says good morning. And so you know how to do that already. Buenos dias. How are you? This is a customer, so you probably want to say, use the formal form, right? So, ¿cómo está usted? Remember, I'm not going to count off for not having the accents because you might not know how to form the accents on your device. So I will look over that. So then John says, I am fine. Okay, fine. I know, let's see, I know that fine is bien. So, since I'm not sure how to say I am fine. I'm not sure. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to adjust my English and take that out. So make it easier for myself, right? Okay, now, how may I help you today? That's very important. I remember that one of our question words was how, so I'm going to say, I don't know how to do the upside down question mark. So I'm just going to do a regular question mark so Miss Callahan would know that I understand it needs to be there. So como, I remember como. I'm looking at my Cornell notes and I see that como is how. How may I help you? How may I help you? So I know when I form my sentences, I have to make sure that I have the verb correct. So what are my verbs in this sentence? Help is a verb. But may is going to be a verb also. That's kind of like a helping verb. May. So I'm not sure what those verbs are. So let me go to SpanishDict.com. Now, let's see. May. It's probably going to give me the month. Oh, it did give me a verb. So I know it's a verb because it ends with ER. In Spanish verbs, they end with ER, IR, or AR. So I know that. I'd like to make a suggestion if I may. Yeah, so that's the way I want to use it. But let's see. It says, may I. May I. May I. So the subject of that is I. I may. So then I need to conjugate that verb because this is the infinitive form. Anytime it has the ER on the end, that's the infinitive. And I think Spanish 2 students understand that. So they're going to go to conjugation here. And Spanish 1 students, you may have to do this as well. Go to conjugation. And I have my verb now, so I'm going to type it in. P-O-D-E-R. Now, because may, okay, it means the same thing, to be able to, and it's the same thing. So I'm going to concentrate on present tense. Ms. Callahan would like us to stay using either the present tense or the past tense for our dialogues and our conversations. So it's I is yo. So then this is going to be the form I use. Puedo. Let me hear how it's pronounced.
Puedo.
Okay. So now it's going to be spelled P-U-E-D-O. Going back. P-U-E-D-O. Como puedo. Okay, now I have another verb. Help. 2 verbs? Okay. 2 verbs. So help. So now I need help. I really need help. So let's go back to SpanishDict.com. I need to know what the verb to help is. Ayudar. Ayudar. I know I'm going to use this one because this is a verb. And this is a noun because it has la in front of it. So I know it's a noun. So I'm going to use ayudar. So I'm going to go to conjugation. And I'm going to now I have 2 verbs. May help. So I know I don't have to put the I there because Ms. Callahan said that subject pronouns can be omitted most of the time. So I'm going to leave out the I. But I have 2 verbs. So I think I remember that when I have 2 verbs together, the first verb is conjugated and the second verb stays in the infinitive form. So I'm going to leave that in the infinitive form. And you will be right. May I help you? May I help you? So the customer, since I used usted, I'm going to say usted. And then I remember that today means hoy. So I'm going to say hoy and then my question mark. And so now when I go to my next sentence, I'm going to use that same process. I'm going to use the words I know. I'm going to pull on prior experience, look at my notes. And then when I've exhausted all of those things, then I can use SpanishDict.com. So that's basically, students, how I want you to use the resource. Again, I am not expecting your translations to be perfect. In fact, this is not perfect, but this is what a student might do. So I'm not doing it perfectly on purpose so that you can see and so that you will know what I might expect. I expect you that when I see it, I know that this student made a good effort in finding the terms, using the terms correctly, putting it all together without just typing everything into the search bar in the resource. So that's the end of this video. Please let me know if you have any further questions. I hope it's helpful, and you may get started with your Spanish translations as I am getting feedback to you gradually. Thanks. Hasta luego.